Post-harvest processing is necessary in the conversion, value addition, and loss prevention of agricultural produce. Vegetable processing will not only prevent post-harvest losses, but will also provide additional food in post-harvest times and can be used as a means for income generation. Drying of agricultural products is the oldest and widely used prevention method. It involves reduction as much water as possible from food to arrest enzyme and microbial activities to stop deterioration.
You should know that it's very, very, very important to be clean yourself. You call it personal hygiene. Then we come to the environmental hygiene. The environment at which you have to dry your vegetables should be clean. Because if it is not clean, you won't have some clean and healthy vegetables. A clean person or a food handler should have something to wear on his or her head. He should have some sort of apron whereby all the food will not contaminate his clothes, or in turn his clothes will not contaminate the food. So that's what we call personal hygiene.
Similarly, hands must be washed after using the lavatory. But why do we preserve food? Food is preserved to ensure a sufficient supply of food throughout the year. It is used when they are no longer in season. At this time, they will be very expensive. Traditional foods were dried in the sun. The original processes have advanced considerably, and moisture is now removed by the application of heat in a controlled flow of air. Food can be preserved in different ways, such as through dehydration and heat. Drying of vegetables is the oldest and widely used preservation method. Drying food should not be left uncovered. Proper drying method and equipment should be used at all times to avoid the contamination of food by flies, dust, and animals. Vegetables like tomatoes, kovo, rape, cowpeas leaves, cabbages, and pumpkin leaves can be dried.
Before I start, I would like to talk about the solar dry itself, how it is made. It has about two components with which to make it. At a rural setup, you need some poles 2 meters by 1 meter house, 1 meter high, and it should look like a roof. After putting all those poles, you can nail them together, make some shelves so that you can put your vegetables in. Then you can cover it with a plastic sheet to attract the heat from the sun. That's what we call the solar dryer. I'll start the process by washing my hands. I'm washing my hands. We are now washing our vegetables. We don't encourage people to wash some vegetables like this. We need the person or a farmer to wash the vegetables, right? Thank you. Even if there are 100, make sure you wash them one by one. See that there are no aphids, there are no any worms which are left. The knife also should be cleaned. Because if we don't clean this one, if we don't wash this one, it will contaminate our food. Now, we have got a very clean knife, free from all contamination.
Chop the vegetables. Finely chopped vegetables dry faster but may lose more vitamins.
We are cutting all these into small pieces so that when we put some salt or put it into the water, those genes which make some, which encourage the vegetables to rot, the water will penetrate easily, because it's just going to be put there for 3 minutes to 4 minutes. If these pieces are too big, it means these pathogens, they won't be affected. So that's why we are making them into very small pieces. And if you look at these pieces, while they are dry, they are very attractive and good looking than those big things. They are even easy to handle. You can rather throw away the leaf and eat this, because that's where the food is stored. This is our vegetable now, which is now ready to be put into some water, whereby we are going to kill or destroy those pathogens which encourage the bacteria.
Meanwhile, prepare blanching solution. 1 part salt for 5 parts of water. Blanch for 3 minutes. Drain the vegetables well. Spread on tray of the dryer in thin layers. Load the dryer and dry till crispy dry. Pack in clean moisture-proof containers and store in dark, dry store.
Don't leave this thing open for some time. Then here we can write dried leaves or dried chomolia leaves. The name will be here, the date will be here, and even the weight you put here.
Rape, kovo, cowpeas leaves, cabbage. Water, salt. 1. Select and wash the vegetables thoroughly in clean water. 2. Chop the vegetables. Finely chopped vegetables dry faster but may lose more vitamins. 3. Meanwhile, prepare blanching solution. 1 part salt for 5 parts of water. 4. Blanch for 3 minutes. 5. Drain the vegetables well. 6. Dip the vegetables in cold water to avoid overcooking. 7. Spread on tray of the dryer in thin layers. 8. Load the dryer and dry till crispy dry. 9. Unload the dryer. 10. Pack in clean moisture-proof containers and store in dark, dry store.